13 Things Mentally Strong Women Don't Do. Own your power, channel your confidence, and find your authentic voice for a life of meaning and joy. By Amy Morin. Introduction. Hey everyone, and welcome back to DeftU Insights, where we extract potent wisdom from books to help you live a more intentional and impactful life. Today, we're diving into a powerful collection of insights focused on what truly builds mental strength. We often think of strength in terms of what we do, but sometimes the most transformative growth comes from recognizing what we don't do, the self-defeating habits and mindsets that hold us back. In this video, we'll uncover 5 universal lessons that can dramatically reshape your approach to challenges, relationships, and your own potential. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're actionable principles designed to help you navigate life's complexities with greater resilience, authenticity, and confidence. Whether you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or simply looking to sharpen your inner resolve, these lessons will provide a clear path forward, helping you shed the burdens that drain your energy and embrace a more fulfilling existence. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Embrace imperfection, pursue progress. Many of us are conditioned to chase an elusive ideal, perfection. We believe that if we just work harder, refine more, or polish every detail, we'll finally reach a state of flawlessness that guarantees success and acceptance. But here's the often painful truth. The relentless pursuit of perfection is a trap. It's not an admirable trait. It's a profound obstacle that breeds anxiety, fuels self-criticism, and frequently prevents us from taking action at all. Think about it. How many brilliant ideas have stayed in your head because they weren't perfect enough to share? How many projects have stalled because you kept tweaking, terrified of a single flaw? This mindset leads to twisted thinking, where any perceived imperfection triggers intense self-doubt, leading to procrastination or even burnout. Ironically, those who insist on perfection often achieve less, trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction, always fixating on what's wrong, rather than celebrating what's been accomplished. A key lesson here is to shift your focus from flawlessness to consistent effort and tangible progress. Imagine a gardener who wants to cultivate a beautiful rosebush. They don't wait for the perfect soil, the perfect weather, or the perfect pruning shears before planting the first seed. They start with what they have, tend to the plant regularly, learn from what works and what doesn't, and accept that some leaves might turn yellow or some blooms might not be as vibrant as others. Their goal isn't a flawless bush, but a thriving one that brings beauty over time. This isn't an excuse for sloppiness. It's an invitation to prioritize doing over endlessly planning, to embrace iteration over delay, and to recognize that true growth happens in the messy middle of effort and learning. Take that first step, launch that initial version, share that rough draft. You'll gain invaluable feedback, momentum, and the mental freedom that comes from knowing you're moving forward, not just standing still, paralyzed by an impossible ideal. Your best, right now, is always better later. Lesson 2. Find strength in vulnerability. Have you ever felt the pressure to always appear strong, capable, and composed, even when you're struggling? This impulse to conceal your true self, driven by the mistaken belief that vulnerability is a weakness, often traps us in a cycle of anxiety and isolation. We construct elaborate shields, whether it's masking past traumas, hiding insecurities, or even downplaying a medical condition. This constant effort to hide consumes vast amounts of mental energy, preventing genuine connection and fostering only superficial relationships. The paradox is that true strength doesn't lie in impenetrable armor, but in the courage to show your authentic self. Think of a mighty oak tree. Its strength isn't in its rigid stillness, but in its ability to sway and bend with the wind, making it more resilient in a storm. Similarly, our human resilience blossoms when we bravely acknowledge our imperfections and openly share our authentic experiences. One powerful idea is to recognize your personal protective armor, those subconscious rules and behaviors you've developed to avoid pain. Then intentionally dismantle those shields. This doesn't mean broadcasting your deepest secrets indiscriminately. It means wisely choosing whom to trust and when to share. For instance, if you're struggling with a challenging project at work, admitting to a trusted colleague, "I'm finding this part really tough and I could use a fresh perspective," isn't a sign of weakness. It's an act of courage that invites collaboration, solves problems faster, and builds stronger professional bonds. In your personal life, vulnerability could be as simple as telling a friend, "I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed today," instead of putting on a brave face. You might experience a temporary vulnerability hangover, a brief discomfort after opening up, but this feeling quickly passes, replaced by a deeper sense of connection and authenticity. By taking these emotional risks, you invite others to meet the real you, fostering deeper bonds and living a richer, more meaningful life. It affirms that genuine strength emerges from candid self-expression and the courageous pursuit of authentic connection, not from acting tough. Lesson 3. Transform self-doubt into action. We've all been there, standing at the precipice of a new opportunity or a challenging goal, only to be assailed by that nagging voice of self-doubt. Am I good enough? What if I fail? I probably can't do this. This internal monologue is a universal human experience, and it's not necessarily a signal to halt your progress. In fact, a measured amount of doubt can be an asset, driving greater preparation and effort. However, when self-doubt becomes excessive, it paralyzes us, preventing us from pursuing our aspirations and acting on our potential. The real danger isn't the doubt itself, but allowing it to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe you cannot succeed, you're less likely to try, or you approach tasks with less commitment, thereby confirming your initial fears. This cycle means you miss out on opportunities, whether it's applying for a promotion, negotiating for better terms, or starting that passion project. A powerful strategy to navigate self-doubt is to treat it like a temporary guest, not a permanent resident. Acknowledge its presence, but don't let it dictate your actions. One effective approach is to collect the evidence. Objectively list concrete reasons why you might succeed, alongside reasons you might fail. Often, you'll find your doubts are based on exaggerated fears or assumptions, not solid facts. If your doubt highlights a genuine skill gap, that's not a reason to stop. It's an invitation to learn and grow. Embrace a little self-doubt as a powerful motivator. Think of an athlete preparing for a big competition. They might have doubts, but those doubts fuel their rigorous training, pushing them to prepare more thoroughly than if they were overconfident. That extra edge of doubt can prevent complacency and sharpen your focus. Finally, consider the worst-case scenario. Often, the imagined catastrophe is not as dire as it feels. By consciously outlining the absolute worst possible outcome, you can frequently realize that you are capable of handling it, and the emotional distress of anticipating failure is far more painful than the actual event would be. This realization can liberate you to take action. Moving forward despite doubt is a hallmark of mental strength, building resilience each time you refuse to let uncertainty dictate your path. Lesson 4. Shift from overthinking to purposeful action. Do you ever find your mind caught in an endless loop of what-if questions or replaying past conversations, unable to find a resolution? This persistent overthinking, characterized by rumination about past distress and incessant worrying about future calamities, is a significant drain on your mental energy and can severely impact your well-being. It's like having a car engine running at full throttle while stuck in neutral. Lots of noise and activity, but no forward movement. While some due diligence and thoughtful reflection are crucial for problem solving, overthinking differs significantly. Productive thinking focuses on finding solutions and taking action. Overthinking, however, dwells on the problem itself or hypothetical negatives without leading to a constructive outcome. It can lead to analysis paralysis, where problems are endlessly considered but no action is taken. This constant mental chatter heightens anxiety, erodes resilience, disrupts sleep, and can even strain your relationships as you exhaust loved ones with constant requests for reassurance. A key lesson here is to consciously rechannel that mental energy into purposeful action or present moment awareness. Imagine your thoughts as a river. Overthinking is like being swept away by its currents, helplessly spinning. Purposeful action is like building a dam to redirect the water for a specific, beneficial use. Here are a couple of practical strategies. First, schedule time to worry. Designate a specific, limited period each day, say 15 minutes in the late afternoon, to consciously address your worries. Outside this time, if an anxious thought surfaces, gently remind yourself, "I'll think about that during my worry time." This trains your brain to postpone unproductive rumination. During your worry time, don't just worry, actively problem solve or plan. Second, change the channel. When you find yourself caught in repetitive thought loops, actively distract your mind by engaging in a different activity. This could be anything from a brisk walk, listening to upbeat music, focusing on a creative hobby, or calling a friend to talk about something completely unrelated. Breaking the cycle, even for a short time, allows your unconscious mind to work on solutions and prevents you from getting stuck. Finally, practice mindfulness. Cultivate present moment awareness by observing your surroundings, noticing sights, sounds, smells, and feelings. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the present. Regular mindfulness practice quiets mental chatter and strengthens your ability to disengage from unproductive thoughts. By mastering this shift, you move from being consumed by your thoughts to consciously directing them, freeing up vital energy for actual living. Lesson 5. Own your success, value your worth. Many of us, despite clear evidence of our capabilities, grapple with the discomfort of owning our achievements. We might question our worth, attribute success to external factors like luck, or minimize accomplishments with self-deprecating remarks. This isn't true humility, it's a pervasive struggle, often rooted in societal pressures or a deep-seated imposter experience where we fear being exposed as inadequate. This self-effacing tendency is profoundly damaging, stifling personal growth and preventing us from reaching our full potential. When you consistently downplay your success, you send a subtle but powerful message to yourself and others: "I'm not truly worthy." This can manifest as self-sabotage, burnout from overcompensation, or career stagnation because you hesitate to ask for raises, promotions, or recognition. It becomes a barrier to believing in your own value and communicating your competence effectively. A crucial lesson for mental strength is to embrace your achievements with grace and confidence. Imagine a chef who has painstakingly perfected a new dish, winning rave reviews. They don't hide it in the back, claiming it was nothing. They proudly present it, acknowledging the effort and skill involved, allowing others to appreciate it fully. Similarly, you deserve to acknowledge and celebrate your own contributions. This shift starts by acknowledging the underlying reasons for self-minimization, perhaps a fear of judgment, unworthiness, or the impermanence of success. Then, practice articulating your achievements. When someone compliments your work, instead of saying, "Oh, anyone could have done it," try a simple, genuine, "Thank you, I worked hard on that, and I appreciate you noticing." Accept compliments gracefully with a "thank you" or "I appreciate that," recognizing that rejecting praise diminishes the giver's sincerity. A powerful tool is to create and regularly review a personal list of your accomplishments, both professional and personal. This tangible inventory of your skills, talents, and resilience serves as a powerful reminder of your deservedness. Seek out opportunities to mentor, teach, or share your expertise. Imparting knowledge reinforces your own mastery. Owning your success doesn't mean boasting or belittling others. It means confidently recognizing your value, being sensitive to others, and maintaining a strong sense of self-worth. This is the foundation for continued growth and impact. Conclusion. As we wrap up our discussion today, remember that cultivating mental strength is an ongoing journey, much like maintaining physical fitness. It's not about avoiding adversity or seeking external validation, but about developing the inner fortitude to navigate life's complexities with steadfast determination. The 5 lessons we've explored, embracing imperfection, finding strength in vulnerability, transforming self-doubt into action, shifting from overthinking to purpose, and owning your success, are powerful muscles for your mind. They demand consistent self-awareness, monitoring your thoughts to challenge negativity, understanding your feelings for healthy emotional responses, and actively transforming unhealthy behaviors. This dedication builds increased resilience to stress, improved life satisfaction, and enhanced performance in all aspects of your life. True mental strength lies in aligning with your personal values, practicing self-compassion, and showing up authentically even when it's uncomfortable. So, I encourage you, pick one lesson from today's video that resonates most with you, and commit to practicing it this week. Take that imperfect first step. Share a genuine feeling, challenge a doubtful thought, redirect your mental energy, or simply accept a compliment with grace. Small, consistent actions lead to profound transformations. If you found these insights helpful, please hit that like button, share this video with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to DeftU Insights for more powerful lessons to empower your life. Until next time, stay strong, stay authentic, and keep growing.